Ah. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Da, da. Da, 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 da. Name that tune. Name that tune, folks. Whoops. Hello, everybody. 1, 2, 3, 4. Can you hear me? Aye, that's it. Oh, Noodle Doodles were first. I'll put you straight on the wheel, Noodle Doodles. Get into this early. Just before 7 o'clock, right? This is a wee bonus for the folk who are turning up early. Noodle Doodles. There you are. Put you on the wheel. Let's do a couple more TV tunes, and just first one to name them every time gets their name on the wheel. All right. So if I just go to my general music and search TV theme. I don't know. Can you see me okay, folks? Can you see me? Andrew Burney says you can't see me. Arian can see me. Okay, right. Anyway, let's play this little game. Just while we're running up to 7 o'clock, it's like 1 minute to. So let's see if we can get a couple of these in before. Right, what's this? Quite a slow start. What's this? That's it, you've got it. Bang on. Gary McInnes, you're on the wheel. You're on the wheel already. Gary McInnes says it's your old pal Wurzel Gummidge. Right, let's get another one. Completely at random, right? This is a good one. Classic. Name this tune. If you're just coming in, name the tune. Get your name on the wheel. Just a few wee games before we start. That's the tune. That's it. Van der Waal. Look at that. That's genius, isn't it? Val's got the name of the show partially in her name. Van der Valerie. Van der Waal. Brilliant. It is Van der Valk, TV detective show from the 70s. So Val, your name is on the wheel. I don't care, Gary. It's the first one I saw. That's it, right? Just I'm just mucking about here. One more. It's 1 minute past 7, but let's do this one. An old favourite of mine. You had to be quick on that one as well. That tune was only 23 seconds long. No, you don't know it. Bewitched, no. Good Life, no. Robin's Nest, no. Will-o'-the-Wisp, come on. Yes, that's the stuff. Oh, it was Mr. Doyle who got it first. Well done, Jonathan. Jonathan Doyle. There we go. Right. So before we've even started, we've got Noodle Doodles, Gary McInnes, Val Tuff, and Jonathan Doyle all on the wheel. Right. Time for the quiz, folks. I was just a bit of mucking about for the early arrivers. Now, where's me thing? Here it is. Here comes the quiz. Ronan's Nest. What? Is that the Hitman? The 70s sitcom about the Hitman living with two birds. Will-o'-the-Wisp was an amazing show. Right, let's get on with it. Like, the quiz starts soon. How to play, it's really easy. I'm Dr. Paul, I'm your quizmaster. I've made a quiz for you. I'm about to ask you the questions. You answer along as we go. Mostly you write down the questions, okay? And you can do the marking after each round. Don't shout out the answers in the chat. That's the main thing. Hello, Colin. Hello, Simon. Hello, Kirsten. Hello, Chris, Gary, and Gary. Gary. What? Oh, for God's sakes. First at what? All right, I see. I didn't see it because it was War Zulu. Right, I'll put Gary on the wheel as well. Both Garys on the wheel. Enough. Right, that was quick to check. I get bogged down in that stuff, but it's okay. Thanks, Marion. Well done for helping out there. Only the one wit and witch. The others are having just wave your wands about. You'll be fine. Yeah, last time we played was Wednesday. I'm Smartcus, as Karen. She was right at the top of her game, as she always is. 76 points, +1 for her birthday. Happy birthday to Karen. 77, so she ended up at the top. I categorised Wednesday's scores by excitement generated by 80s, early 80s, top of the pops appearances. Shakin' Stevens, obviously the top dog for that. Dexys, that was always pretty good. But Joe Dolce, well, you know, look forward to that in a strange way. But here we go. La 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 la. Right. Pub quiz currently Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Hire me for a Zoom quiz. I just did one this afternoon. It's great. Everyone loves it. Hire me. I've still got slots. Yeah, you're on the wheel, Gary. You're fine. Deadpool. Oh, I need to update that. It says December now open. January's still now open. January Deadpool is now open. December Deadpool is closed. I'll get a list of all the December names soon so that you can see them. If you want the link for Deadpool, ask me later on. Right, let's get started, ladies and gentlemen. It is... Oh, it's only 4 minutes past. Right, I can quickly do the link for Deadpool just now. Quick explanation, Deadpool. You have to be the person who predicts the most famous person to die next month. If you manage to do that, then you win the £1 million scratch card. You just follow that link. Yeah. So, and there's rules, but I won't go into them just now. It's 7 o'clock. Welcome to the quiz. It's I like to hit the first question at 7:05, and that's the time it is. And Mum's here, so I can start. Hello, Mum. Okay. Here we go. Right, round one in the quiz is the same letter round. This means that all of the answers in this first round begin with the same letter of the alphabet. So as soon as you've got the letter, then you're flying. You know what I mean? Here we go. Number one, remember, don't shout these out in the chat. Just write them down. I'll mark you after the round, or you do your own marking. Which country is known in its own native language as Hellas? Okay, that's what they call it. What do we call it? What's the English name for this country? Known in its own native language as Hellas. And sometimes by other names. But that's one of the names. You see on the stamps. You know what I mean? Number two, what did John Sutter and James Marshall discover in Coloma, California in 1848, which created a worldwide sensation, a lot of excitement? What was discovered by Sutter and Marshall in Coloma, California, 1848? Remember, all the answers in the first round begin with the same letter of the alphabet. Question number three, what's the name of the fictional city? It's the setting for the 2016 film Suicide Squad, and it's also the setting for most of the Batman stories. What's the name of that city? Fictional city from the world of comics, DC Comics. Number four, what was the name of the currency that the Netherlands used for around about 300 years before they switched over to using the euro in the year 2002? So the Dutch currency before they got the euro, what was it called? What did you used to have to change your pounds into if you were going to Holland? This is easy, says Jonathan. It's cruising. First round's might be fairly easy. The last one is a little bit tricky, I reckon. What's the moon of Jupiter, which is the largest in the solar system? All right, like biggest moon. Da moon. So it's one of the moons of Jupiter, right? And it is the biggest moon in the solar system. What is the name of that moon? Okay, so the tricky one at the end there. Now, you tell me when you're ready. I'm going to flick through these questions one more time. Which country is known in its own native language as Hellas? This is the same letter round. The main thing to remember is that all of the answers in the first round begin with the same letter of the alphabet. That is your big clue. What did Sutter and Marshall discover in California, 1848? Led to global excitement. Number 3, Suicide Squad and the Batman stories are set in which fictional city? That's question number 3. Number 4, the Dutch currency for around about 300 years before they got the euro. And which moon of Jupiter is the largest moon in the whole solar system? Okay. You're all ready. Loads and loads of you ready. Thank you for telling me that you're ready. Hello, Marion. Hello, Jonathan. Hello, JPS. Antec Biscuits. Simon and the PDs. The Porn Dwarfs. It sounds worse, actually, if you say PDs. There's Bill. Okay. Quattro Formaggio here. Hello. Okay, let's get on with the answers. I'll tell you the answers. So you mark yourself, and you give yourself 2 points for each correct answer. Here we go. Did you get the letter? I'm sure you did. Letter G for Gustavo Curtin. Here are the answers. Right. Number 1, which country is known in its own language as Hellas? It's Greece. Helleniki Demokratia. That's what it says there. The Hellenic Republic, the Hellenic Democratic Republic. Hellas is the old name, archaic, still used. So Greece is correct. 2 points for Greece. Number 2, Sutter, Marshall, Coloma, California, 1848. Worldwide sensation. In fact, it sparked almost a panic, a rush for gold. It was the gold rush. Okay, they discovered gold and the world went crazy and everybody went to California. Number 3, Suicide Squad and the Batman stories. That is Gotham City. Number 4, the Dutch currency was the guilder. Yeah. And moon of Jupiter, largest moon of Jupiter. Difficult question. You kind of have to know it's Ganymede. Ganymede. There it is. Okay. There it is. There's actual Ganymede. Ooh. It's quite scary. You know, if it was coming towards you at high speed, it'd be scary. Oh, that's really average. Right, add 2 if you're a subscriber to your score. You see people are declaring 13. That's because they got 10 out of 10 for the questions. They've added 2 on because one of the team at least is a subscriber, and one of them has shared the quiz. That's crucial. Please share the quiz. Hit the share button. You only get that point if you do share it. Share it with your friends. Challenge them to the quiz. Get them to come in, and you add 1 if it is your birthday. Okay. There we go. So it is possible to be on 14 at this point. I guess it's possible to be on more than 14 if you've got more than one person with a birthday in your team, but I don't think I've seen that so far. Right, lots of 13s. Didn't get the moon. Yeah, the moon was difficult. Let us know if you get wrong answers. Tell us what you put, because it's usually quite interesting to know what people were saying rather than the correct answer. Ruled by Dictators. It's a good name. 8 for Miss Snow. That's a good start. 9-1. 9. Tough one for Kirsten. Right, let's move on. That's a good answer. Galleons. Yeah. That's a perfectly reasonable answer. Okay. And that's a good answer as well, although wrong. Galileo was the name of the guy who discovered the first to be discovered 4 moons of Jupiter, the 4 largest ones. And they're still called the Galilean moons, of which Ganymede is one. But actually, who was Ganymede? What's Ganymede named after? First person to answer that in the chat. It's their name on the wheel. I'm just looking it up myself. I don't actually know. So named after Ganymede, a character from mythology who... All right, okay. Yeah. Let's see. What have you put? Titan, King Lear's daughter, Lord of the Rings. No, boyfriend of Jupiter. That might be it. Ganymede is the most beautiful of mortals, and in one version of the myth, Zeus falls in love with his beauty and abducts him in the form of an eagle to serve as cupbearer in Olympus. So Zeus is equivalent to Jupiter, king of the gods. So yeah, I'll take that. Mr. Doyle, you have your name on the wheel a second time. So Mr. Doyle is dominating the quiz. Early doors. I will occasionally ask a question like that just to get another name on the wheel. No, he didn't play for Chelsea in the 60s. Right.
Garrett McInnes.
Picture round. Straight onto the picture round. So 5 pictures, all with questions. Here we go. Number 1. Bit of an abrupt end for this guy in the end. Which Middle East country was this guy the leader of before he was assassinated by his own soldiers in 1981? Again, Mr. Tate contesting the fact in the early round. Let me just check that for you. Now, I think you're into this sort of thing, so wouldn't be surprised if you're right and I'm somehow wrong. I've just looked up Suicide Squad brackets film, and it mentions Gotham City. So that'll do for me. Maybe the original comic or something like that. Right. Anyway, what country was that guy? He was killed by his own soldiers. They were having a military parade one day, and some of his own soldiers broke away and shot him dead live on TV. You can see it on YouTube if you want. Number 2, name the goddess and name the painter. Okay, 1 point for each part of that. Very famous bit of 15th century art. This is a very small detail from a much larger painting. So name the goddess. No, it's Suicide Squad brackets film, which came out in 2016. And then it says it's got Midway City as well. Is that a different place to Gotham? Right, okay. I'll need to... Did anyone get that wrong because of that clue? Or did you work it out? I will go and fix the question though for future use. Number 3, as we drag ourselves back to the picture round. This is good. Monsieur Bing. What was the original title of this book? Of course, the Mr. Men books, written by Roger Hargreaves. Some of the greatest things, some of the greatest works of art in the English language are the Mr. Men books. But what was the original English title of this book? Monsieur Bing is the French translation. The clue's on the picture. Have a look. You know, you can work it out. Number 4, what sport do you have to be best at to win this trophy? This is the annual champion trophy for which sport in North America? Is it baseball, basketball, ice hockey, or American football? So, which sport is that the trophy for? The main trophy of the year? Baseball, basketball, ice hockey, or American football, right? And number 5, a popular erection. Who is this Irishman commemorated here by a statue in Limerick? And he died in 2016. So, who's that? Who's that supposed to be? Likeness? Well, you know. Comme ci, comme ça. Etiquette. Right, tell me if you're ready. And I'll tell you the answers. I'm going to just go over the questions one more time. So this guy was killed by his own soldiers from a military parade. as they were walking past in 1981, filmed on television, and he did not survive. But which Middle East country was he the boss of? Until he got killed. Number 2, a small piece of a very famous painting. Name the goddess and name the painter. Bill's just reacted badly to art questions. Doesn't like art questions. Even if you don't like art, you can still probably get the goddess part of this. You'll recognize the painting. You see all of her, you know, in the full version of the painting. That's just a tiny little bit of the painting. Heats and mints are not ready yet. Number 3, what was Monsieur Bing when he was originally written in English? What was the title? Which sport do you have to win to get this trophy? Baseball, basketball, ice hockey, or American football? And the last one, who's the fella commemorated by a statue in Limerick? Died in 2016. What's he got in his hand? Well, I don't know. It looks like, I don't know, maybe an ice cream or something. Nobody knows. Tet biscuits are ready. Porn dwarfs are ready. The Wittens are ready-ish. More or less. Right, let's do it. Let's get these answers on. I think you're ready. Come on. 2 points once again for each of these. Right, number 1, 1981. The guy's called Anwar Sadat. He was the president of Egypt. All right, and you can watch that on YouTube. It's pretty fantastic stuff. Like, in terms of being amazing, not great, not brilliant, just gobsmacking, you know. Number 2 is the goddess and the painter. 1 point for each. So 1 point for the goddess, which is Venus, and the painter is Botticelli. It's the birth of Venus, yeah. That's the full picture. You recognize it, yeah. Probably got it up in the bathroom, haven't you? Nice bit of work. Old Sandro Botticelli. Aye. It's not in the Far East, is it? Monsieur Bing was, when it was in English originally, Mr. Bounce. Did you get that one? It's a kind of obvious one when you look at the picture, but it's difficult because it's not the most famous of Mr. Men. Can we have a point for Aphrodite? I'll think about that. I know Aphrodite's... Yeah, okay, yeah. Aphrodite's like Venus. Okay. Yeah, goddess of love. Greek, Roman, crossover. Yeah, have a point for Aphrodite. That's okay. That is called the Commissioner's Trophy, I think, and it's definitely for baseball. That is the Kansas City Royals there, just have, or one guy from the Royals having just won it a few years ago. Mr. Bouncy, no, 2 points for that. That's fine. You know, like people are saying things like bong, so I'm not going to mark you down for getting the wrong ending. Bouncy, that's fine. 2 points for that. Yes, Egypt is in Africa. It's also in the Middle East. And the last one here, Irishman, is Terry Wogan. Your old pal, Terry Wogan. I mean, Mr. Bong the Stoner. It's pretty good. I mean, I'd say the whole country's in the Middle East. It's a Middle East country. That's still the Middle East. Like the Sinai Peninsula is definitely in Asia, which is inarguably part of the Middle East. But I would say the whole country's part of the Middle East. Just because the Middle East spills into Africa, but I wouldn't say it's no longer the Middle East. It's an Arab country, you know. Mind you, So is Morocco. And I went, yeah, look, I've just looked up the Middle East on Wikipedia. It includes Egypt, as far as they're concerned. Right, okay. Egypt, Venus and Botticelli, Mr. Bounce, Baseball, Terry Wogan. That's your answers there. That's not daft. Thought that was a This Is Your Life book, so went for Eamon Andrews. Bah. It's an underused word, isn't it? Bah. It was in all the comics. Didn't get the baseball one? Aye, good. Well, thanks for backing me up. I remember having this trouble before, actually, using that question. Some people thinking those things are exclusive. Things like terms like Middle East, they're not as... Kind of depends how people feel about it, Right. I'll ask you a question. Who won the Eurovision, which led Terry Wogan to be convinced that it was a fix and therefore step down, which was complete nonsense, Wogan nonsense. But there was one particular year and he decided he'd had enough. He said, it's a fix, Britain's never going to win. And it's like, that doesn't make it a fix, it just means we're rubbish at Eurovision. But in his mind, this country fixed it. Yeah, that's right. Michael's right. Russia. 2008, maybe, something like that, right about there. And he says he decided it was all political and that all the Eastern countries would vote for Russia and that Russia would win it every year, which hasn't happened because he was wrong. A great broadcaster as he was completely wrong about Eurovision. So well done to Michael, who is on the wheel for that answer. And we move on to the next round. Well, that's a case in point, isn't it? I mean, Russia's definitely Europe, but it also stretches into Asia. Ural's generally thought of being up to the Ural Mountains, which includes the west part of Russia, which is where most Russian people live. I mean, obviously the Russians do fix things, but Eurovision, no. It's not that bad. It's really not that bad. It's a big myth. I could. This is a passionate subject for me. British people think that the Eurovision's all wrong and fixed and like corrupt and stuff like that. It's not. The best song always wins. Anyway, sound round. I'm not going to get dragged into that. It's time for a... Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. No, there is not a Soviet bloc of voting. There isn't. Go and study it. It's not true. Right? It's a myth. It's a British myth. Sorry. Start arguing with you a lot about Eurovision. I know Eurovision, right? Anyway, it's a proper music round tonight. And we're going to play 5 bits of music, and you have to identify the 5 artists. They are all on that list. I'll just get the piece of music ready here, or the round ready. Here we go. You ready? Here comes tonight's music round. Pick out the 5 answers from the list. Don't shout them out, just write them down. Here they are. Great clouds roll over the hills, bringing darkness from above. But if you close your eyes, does it almost feel like nothing changed at all? And if you close your eyes, how will I know if he really loves me? I say a prayer with every heartbeat. I fall in love whenever we meet. I'm asking you what you know about these things. How will I know?
really hiding out like a shadow. Just thought I would join you for one day. We're going up, 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 up. Euphoria, you never lost a piece of us. Could be the love within my heart. We're going up, 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 up.
Bloody hell, that was good. Especially the last one. Right, you want to hear that again? I know some of you do. Some of you worked it out already. You tell me that you're ready, okay? And for everybody else who just wants to hear it one more time, here they are one more time. Remember, the answers are all on that list. They're all right in front of you. Just pick out the answers. Here they are one more time.
Great clouds roll over the hills, bringing darkness from above. But if you close your eyes, does it almost feel like nothing changed at all? And if you close your eyes,
How will I know if he really loves me? I say a prayer with every heartbeat. I fall in love whenever we meet. I'm asking you what you know about these things. How will I know? I'm sitting down here, but hey, you can't see me. Kinda invisible, you don't sense my state. Not really hiding out like a shadow. Just thought I would join you for one day. We're going up, 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 up. Euphoria, you never lost a piece of us. Could be the love within my heart. We're going up, 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 up.
Oh, God, that's so good. Right. Some of you loving it as well. Thank you very much. Right, be ready. Don't be not ready. Be ready. Don't be not ready. Here we go. Here come the answers. Right, number one, kind of whitey voice one. A kind of modern man. You know, like no one used to sing like this. And then about 15 years ago, men started singing in the crying voice. There was a band. I can't remember their name, but they sort of pioneered it. Keen. Nah, actually, Keen guy's got. I can't remember. There's another band that did the crying voice every single time. Doing nothing. But this was Bastille, right? 2 points for that because it's sensitive. It's like emo, but not even good. Whitney Houston, massive banger, unarguable, huge pop majesty. Now dead. Number three is the Kinks, bit of old 60s stuff, very nice as well. Number four, Lena Marlin. I got no idea what she was saying in that song. It's kind of rinky dink, but you can't help liking it. And then the last one, probably the greatest song ever written. It's Lorraine, Euphoria. Winner of the Eurovision in 2012, as you know, for Sweden. Nah, I know what you mean, Cooks. It wasn't in it's like a British band. What's this song? We've got wires going in, wires going out. It's like a song about somebody in hospital and stuff like that. They're called Air or Oxygen or something like that, or Athlete. That's what it is. Athlete. Jesus Christ, that's awful. They're not getting on the music round list. What'd you get? Snow Patrol. They were bad for it as well. Same sort of thing. Athlete, yeah. Oh, you got wires going in, wires going out. Cry. Elbow are a special kind of bad as well. I used to, well, I've still got a ban on Coldplay. I'm not allowed to talk about Coldplay or mention Coldplay. They're not allowed to be in the quiz. They're never a correct answer in the quiz. That's a kind of hidden rule. But I keep hearing things on the radio. I'm like, what is that? It's so bad. And it's always Elbow. Right, anyway. Star Sailor. Oh, hi, Daddy was an alcoholic. At least that was kind of fun. Hey, 4 points. Brilliant stuff. Nice one, Mum. I won't tell you what Mum got on Popmaster today. I don't think it was very good. There's Lorraine. Look, she's brilliant. Yes, Ollie. Absolute back of the net for that one. Never heard of Lorraine or the song. Jesus Christ. Hang on. Let me tell you a fact about it. Let me tell you a really quick fact about Lorraine Euphoria before we move on to the next round. Let's have a look. Let's have a quick look on YouTube, and 85 million views. There we are. Popmaster was hard today, but I got 24 and 30. I was quite pleased with it. Anyway, getting off topic. Come on, hurry up. Get on with the quiz, Paul. Right, okay. Right, time for Picto. I'm going to give you a picture clue. It will lead you to the name of a famous person who has been dead for quite a long time. Okay, you try and work it out. Don't shout this out in the chat. Just write down the answer. You can tell us that we're you can tell me that you're ready if you are ready, and you get 60 seconds to solve this. So it's this and then that, and they're connected. So there goes the timer. Yeah, I'm sure that's right. Biggest selling Eurovision single ever, #1 in a dozen countries. Talking about Euphoria by Lorraine, 2012. The only time I ever went to Eurovision was 2016, which was again in Sweden. And one of my favourite things about that trip was that when you press the button to cross the road, and I've told this story before, you press the button to cross the road. Like in Britain, it just says wait, but in Sweden, during Eurovision week, it played Euphoria, but like a rinky-dink version. Ding, 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 ding. Like you had to really listen to hear it. But if you were listening, like I was like, hang on, the crossing the road thing's playing Euphoria. That's mental. Made me really happy. Right, lots of you have got, well, no, maybe lots of you. Okay, some of you have got it. Let's find out if you are correct. Time is up. If you get this right, you get 3 points for your score. It's Joan of Arc. All right, Joan of Arc. Who's the woman on the left for a quick trivia bonus to get on the wheel? First person who can, in the chat, name the person on the left. An actress from the old days. You see how it works, yeah? That part of a circle, any part of a circle's edge, a sector, if it's called an arc. And she's Joan, but which Joan is she? Yes, you lots of you know this. It's Joan Crawford, and Robin was the first one to get that right. So Robin goes on the wheel of names. If I can find it, here we are. Right. Not Lacey Quarter Circle. Nah. Bad luck there. Joan of Arc. Any part of a circle circumference is an arc, and that's Joan Crawford. She is Joan of Arc in this picture. Right, okay, we move on. Here comes round 4, which is a pick 5 round tonight. Doily segment. Nice. Right. Pick 5 out of this. This is a sports question. And it's about the heptathlon. Booby Angle. Loving it. Booby Angle. That's a good name for an album, isn't it? Anyway, you can see the question there. pick the 5 events that are listed here that are part of the Olympic heptathlon. So the heptathlon at the Olympics is track and field. It's a 2-day competition. And at the Olympics, it's for women. The decathlon's for men. Heptathlon's for women. 7 events altogether. I've listed 9 events over here, but only 5 of them are in the actual heptathlon. So pick the 5 that are part of the heptathlon. Man, you're halfway there, living on a prayer, Andrew. You got arc, but still didn't get it. Disaster. So that's it. The heptathlon. Pick the 5 events that are listed that are part of the heptathlon. There's 2 that are missing, but 5 of the ones over there are part of the heptathlon and 4 are not. You have to pick the 5 that are indeed part of the heptathlon and tell me when you're ready. Hello, Karen. Karen's here and she is ready. She's straight in there. Louisa's ready. I better not put those up, actually, because it's covering up the stuff. In case it's a little too small for your screen, I'll just read out these in case you can't see them. 100-meter hurdles, 200-meter sprint, 400-meter hurdles, middle distance races, 800 meters and 1500 meters, throwing events, discus and javelin, and jumping events, long jump and pole vault. Right, lots of you are ready. Should be a fairly quick round, this one. Wait for a couple more to tell me that you're ready, and then I shall reveal the answers. It'll be my pleasure to reveal the answers. Right, everyone's ready. Come on, let's do it. So here we are. Right, the heptathlon, loads of fun, over 2 whole days of fun. So 2 points for each of these that you get correct. The first one is the 100-meter hurdles. You get 2 points for that. That's and the 200-meter sprint. They're both on day 1. The rest of these are all on the second day. There is the long jump. That's part of it. The javelin. Oh yeah. Basically darts. And the final event on the last day is the 800 meters. Okay, so that's the 5 right answers. What did you get out of 10? You get 2 points for each correct answer. Actually, there's a bonus here as well to get on the wheel. Name the 2 missing events. The first person to name both missing events in one comment will get on the wheel of names. If you don't know what the wheel of names is, it's where I put all the names, then we spin the wheel later to find prize winners. That is correct. Yes, straight in there. Absolutely not mucking about. Monsieur Tate. It is indeed the high jump and the shot put. There's your old pal Jessica Ennis Hill demonstrating both events. And I noticed somebody saying, "Is it not 110-meter hurdles?" No, I'm very, very sure that it's the 100-meter hurdles. I believe the 110-meter hurdles is a separate event. That's for men. Just go and check for you. Heptathlon. I mean, I did check this today. I'll just double check. Yeah, it's the 100-meter hurdles in the women's heptathlon. The 110-meter hurdles is, yeah, for men. Because they got longer legs, I think. I'm not sure how that came about. Right. Oh, really? You got that before I asked the question? That was well anticipated. I know some of you are trying that. It's good. Great when it works. Right, okay. Here we go. What's the next round? We've got 2 rounds left. Oh no, quick hangman. This is to get your name on the wheel as well. Solve this hangman. Right, so you know how this goes. Just shout out some letters. Just one each. And then whoever's first to put the solution in the chat will get on the wheel. So give me some letters, first of all. Just give me one letter each. I'll write them down in order. That's the order I'll do them. That's the order I shall reveal them. And then the first person to shout out the correct answer in the chat, first one that I see anyway. Right, what we got? S, G, B, D, G, B again. U, S, E, A, Y. Okay, that should probably get us to the answer. Right, so I'm going to start doing these now. S, let's see. S. There's no S. No S in there. G, is there a G? Yes, I believe there is. B, D, U, right? So B, yes, a couple of B's. Oh, ho, ho. Colin, that's superb. Absolutely brilliant. Antigua and Barbuda. That is brilliant. Just putting your name on the wheel there. It is indeed Antigua and Barbuda, which is part of the West Indies. Whoops. Antigua and Barbuda. Brilliant answer. Colin got that when we were on B and G. That was it. Fantastic. No, it wasn't Colin. It was Astrid. Colin is with Astrid, and it was Astrid got them with nothing filled in. So Astrid is our hangman superstar tonight. Absolutely brilliant. Well done. Everyone's congratulating Colin, so Colin's slightly embarrassed. It was Astrid. Good stuff. Right, let's get on to the last two rounds. 50-50 round. Right, it's a difficult 50-50 round tonight. 5 questions here. You just got to pick the right answer. Okay, here we go. First one's about thinking, aka philosophy. Now, what ism, not asm, ism, would you most associate with the philosopher John Locke? Determinism or empiricism? I'm just laughing at that. Well done for typing it though, Colin. Impressive, Colin. Well done for typing it. Nice one, Colin. Well done for typing it. Next week I'll make it the psychopath. See how quickly you get it. Right, number 2. Which of the following has the lowest calories per 100 grams? Broccoli, or olives? Both very tasty. But which one has got lower calories per 100 grams? That's question number 2. In the 50-50 round, which I think is a difficult round tonight. Number 3, animated dogs. In the classic 1953 Disney version of Peter Pan, what species or breed is the dog Katie Nana, who is the nurse of the children? Is Katie Nana an English sheepdog or a Saint Bernard? So it's like a middle-class family, and they got money, but they literally hire a dog to look after the children, which is pretty far out, if you ask me. Kind of non-standard. Katie Nana, but what type of thing is Katie Nana? An English sheepdog or a Saint Bernard? Number 4, national symbols. Which of these is the national flower of India? The lotus or the plum blossom? Which is fun to say. Plum blossom. National flower of India, lotus or plum blossom. That's number 4. And the last one, pretty heavy stuff in this round. In 1571, the Great Sea Battle of Lepanto was fought off of the coast of which country? There it was, if not I think it's the biggest naval battle in history. I think it was 4,000 ships, something like that. It's mental. But where did they fight it? Was it just off the coast of Greece or just off the coast of Morocco? So, quick recap of these questions, and tell me if you're ready. So, John Locke, philosopher. He was a type of kind of 17th century guy. Determinism or empiricism? What was his thing? What's got lower calories per 100 grams? Broccoli or olives? What type of dog is Katie Nana out of Peter Pan? English sheepdog or Saint Bernard? Which of these is the national flower of India? Lotus or plum blossom? And the Great Sea Battle of Lepanto. Nah, 400 warships it is, not 4,000. That'd be crazy. It says it was the largest naval battle in Western history since classical antiquity. 400 warships. That must have been quite a day out for the folk who are watching from the coast. Sure, I'm guessing. Folk must have got a picnic or something like that and just watched the battle. Must have been pretty good. Okay, all ready? Let's go. Let's go. Here we go. Bit of thinking. You all ready? If you're not ready, be ready. Make sure you've picked one of the two answers for each question. Here we go. Mr. John Locke, sort of contemporary with Thomas Hobbes. I'm sure we had a Thomas Hobbes question the other week, so here's a Locke one to balance it up. He was empiricism, trying to work stuff out from stuff you could see already. All right, empiricism. 2 points for empiricism. Number 2, which has got the lowest calories per 100 grams, that's broccoli. Broccoli is about 10, olives about 80. It's quite a big difference. Olives got, well, it's a fruit in it, so it's got more of that type of stuff in it. Katie Nana is a St. Bernard. Impression. Pretty good, huh? National flower of India is lotus. Yeah. Lotus flower. Very pretty. And the Sea Battle of Lepanto was fought off the coast of Greece. Greece is the answer for the second time tonight. There's a map. Near Patras. In the Gulf of Patra. Near Corfu. Ionian. Oh, here we go. You might be right. Looking that up right now. Yeah. It's just Nana. I don't know where I got Katie Nana from. That's a good fact. Right, here's a bonus question. I'm just looking up the Wikipedia for Peter Pan, and it's telling me that it's Nana, not Katie Nana. Okay. And the last sentence of her paragraph says, she only barks and is musically represented by the something. And there's a musical instrument there. So what's the musical instrument that represents Nana? The dog. Back to the dog. Look at her. What musical instrument represents that dog in the Peter Pan film? Right, here come all the answers. Tuba, no. Flute, no. Oboe, no. Violin, no. Oboe, trumpet, piano, French horn. This is great. Well, Graham's got it, and no one's got it before him. It's a bassoon. Man in the moon and his big bassoon. Excellent. Well done, Graham S. That's the sentence I've just copied off of Wikipedia right there. She only barks and is musically represented by the bassoon. Lovely sentence. If I had time to go on Twitter just now, I'd make that my Wikipedia sentence of the day. There's the answers. Empiricism, broccoli, St. Bernard, Lotus, Greece. Okay. Aye. Well, big fat slobbery dog. Bassoon. It's a good guess. What's this? Fun Morocco fact is that Morocco has the only US national landmark outside of the USA. Really? They recognized US independence first. The US didn't respond, so they stole some ships until they did. What? Really? Oh, hang on. So the United States declares independence from Britain. Morocco says, right, we recognize that. We're the first to recognize it. But then the US that failed to send a thank you card, so the Moroccans nicked their ships. It's the American legation in Tangier. I've been to Tangier and I didn't notice that. But there you go. Great story. Very nice. Right, let's... it's double or bust time. It's 6 minutes to 8. We're doing pretty good for time tonight. Let's see if we can finish it off. I think it's been a difficult quiz tonight. I'll be interested to see your scores when we're at the end. Did you put up your scores for that round? Yeah, it's all over the place. 8, 4, 8, 6, 10. 10! For that round, that's superb. 8. Yeah, not bad for the 50-50. Oh, I went for Greece. Right, that was a tricky round. I think the last round's quite difficult as well. Right, you know double or bust. If you don't know double or bust, this is how it works. I'll tell you. So you got your score at the moment, that's safe. But you can add up to 20 points in this round. There's still 5 questions, but the questions are worth double. It's 4 points for a right answer in this round. So if you answer one correctly, you get 4 points. But, big risk, if you answer a question and it is wrong, then you get 0 points for the round. Okay, bust. So, you have to decide which ones you're answering. You can leave blanks. That's how you avoid going bust. You can decide not to answer some. So it's up to you how bold you're feeling, all right? And at the end of this round, that'll be your total score, and I will get you to upload them, and I'll make a league table for tonight's quiz. But I'm going to shut up now and get on with the questions. Here we go. More geography. There's been quite a lot of geography tonight. The Bering Strait, this is question number 1 in double or bust, separates the USA from which other country? Okay, the Bering Strait is a piece of water, a bit of the sea, and it separates the United States from which other country? That's question number 1, the Bering Strait. We've already got an early buzz out declaration from Bill, who's on 41 so far. I don't think that's that bad so far, to be honest. But he's declaring buzz out, which means he's going to answer all 5. Number 2, Olympics. So what does the letter K stand for in this? It's there's a discipline at the Olympics called the K1 class. At Rio 2016, Britain's Liam Heath won the gold medal in the K1. What does the letter K stand for? And it's not a trick, like it's a different word. It's a word that begins with K. Okay? Which word beginning with K does the letter K stand for in the K1 class, which a British guy won the gold at for Rio 2016? Maybe tricky if you don't know it. Number 3, which classic Disney film, Disney again, from 1941 features Timothy Q. Mouse as the best friend of the title character? So what is the name of the film? The name of the film is the name of a character, and that character has a best friend called Timothy Q. Mouse. What is the name of the film? Pardon me. Number 4 in this round, double or bust, high risk. Which radioactive element has the atomic number 92 and is extracted from a mineral ore which is called pitchblende? All right. So you dig up pitchblende, that's the stuff you pull out of the ground, and then you extract radioactive element number 92 out of that. What is that element? It's stuff you've heard of, you know what I mean? And the final question, the decades question about toys. In which decade was Lego first manufactured? You can get 1 decade out either way. Before I go any further, no, that's fine. No, actually, I will. Just going to take that off the screen for a second just to make sure I've not got anything giving that away. Ah, we're okay. Because that was a last minute change. So, okay. I'm going to quickly go over these questions again one more time. So, the Bering Strait separates the US from which other country? That's number one. Number two, what does the K stand for in the K1 class? British guy won the gold last time at the Olympics. Number three, Timothy Q. Mouse is the best friend of which Disney title character? 1941. Radioactive element number 92, you get it from Pitch Blend. And what decade was Lego first manufactured? If you're 1 decade out either way, you get the points for this one. So it might be worth a guess. Maybe just leave it. It's up to you. You can get spot on or 1 decade out. Right. How many balls outs have we got? Alison Noodle Doodles going for it. Mr. Doyle's going for it. I am Smartcus. Ms. K. Duff is going for it. Louisa's going for it. Bell's going for it. Porn Dwarfs are going for it. Quattro Formaggio playing it more cool. I'm going to see what happens. Right, I'm about to show you the answers. Now, just before I show you the answers is the time where I remind you that I do this for the hope of getting tips. If you thought tonight's quiz is worth a tip, then please give me a tip. All right. Also, like the quiz. See if you click like. That's really helpful. If you're not a subscriber, make sure you subscribe. That's great as well. But what really tips the balance is if I do get a couple of tips, you know what I mean? So thanks very much. And a special thank you to everybody who does donate, because some of you do every single time, and it's great. Thank you very much. Really appreciate it. Might be back in the pubs in a couple of months. Still got a couple of months to survive. See what happens. Anyway, here come the answers. Here come the answers. Right, you ready? You know how to mark this. 4 points for a correct answer. So 20 points available. But if you put a single one that's wrong, then it's 0 points for the round. Okay? Blanks don't hurt you. Well, you know what I mean. Here we go. The Bering Strait separates the USA from which other country? It is Russia. Yeah, there's the map. Northwest of the USA is Alaska, and it's just a wee bit across the water to Russia. So that's the Bering Strait. 4 points for Russia. Number two, K1 class. Did you go for this? They're a little bit obscure. It's kayak. That's why you've never heard of the guy, because he's a kayak gold medalist. I'm going to play a wee 50-50 game with myself. I'm going to try and guess if he's got his own Wikipedia page, because he's a gold medalist, but in a really obscure sport. So let me just have a quick look. I reckon he will have, but it'll be very, very light on information. Liam Heath. Have a look. Yeah. Oh, it's actually got quite a bit of detail. Some kayak people operating on Wikipedia. He's bald, by the way. Number three, which classic Disney film from 1941 has got Timothy Q. Mouse? That is Dumbo. There they are. There's Dumbo and Timothy Q. Mouse. Did anyone put Pinocchio? That's a kind of early Disney film with a wee sort of conscience guy, but that's Jiminy Cricket, of course. Happy with kayak. Good stuff. Number four, radioactive element number 92 is uranium. Don't eat uranium. That's a tip from me. And the last one, Right, this is crucial. This is critical. This is the bust coming here. Maybe, or maybe this is the big win. Plus or minus 1 decade. When did they first make Lego? It was first manufactured in 1949. So the 40s. So if you said the 30s, the 40s, or the 50s, that's close enough. Oh, Graham. Put Dumbo, scored it out, put Pinocchio. Classic. Disaster. There's all the answers. Russia, kayak, Dumbo, uranium, the 1940s. That's a depressing list of things, isn't it? If you wrote a poem that included all those things, it would be pretty bleak. Yes! 2020s! 2020s and 2020. Come on! 76 for Ms. Duff. Absolutely superb. Porn Dwarfs. Godlike Genius, 74 points. Bust! Went the 70s. No, no. The 70s was the first time I got Lego. I was born in the 70s. When I was a 3-year-old, my parents gave me a lot of tiny little Lego pieces so I could stick them in my nose. Although, as Mum will tell you, it was the plastic hat off a toy cowboy, like a little cowboy figure, that went on my nose. I think I had to go to hospital to get it out. Or maybe they got it out at home. I can't remember. I was 3 or 4, you know. There is Mum. Look, she's saying if I'd taken the risk, I would have got 16. Aww, Mum. She'd have gone for it. Highest score ever for Miss Snow. What was it? I missed it coming up. 37. I thought you'd got into the 40s before. Yeah! Big one for the pedestrians. Superb. Right. Left the kayak and no clue. Did anyone... Doesn't look like too many people got bust. A couple of people get bust on Dumbo. Thanks, Chris. What we're gonna do is gonna play a few more games for names on the wheel, and then we're gonna spin the wheel. It's 8:05. At this point, I'm gonna give you the link to upload your score, everybody, so that I can make a lovely league table later on. Okay, so there is the link. Upload your scores. Scores are all over the place tonight, which is good. A nice spread. Oh, I did have to go to hospital. Poole General. Poole on the South Coast. We lived on the South Coast for a couple of years. In the 70s. Long story. How did they get it out? Did they like put sort of right up there? Like forceps type scissory things, or... Yeah. Went from 32 after 3 rounds to 42 final score. Oof. Sensational. As in a sensational disaster. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Titty biscuits. Cheers to you. Right. Let's play some games for names. What have I got tonight? Let's have a look. Mystery bag. Where am I? Ooh. I've got Kazula-Palooza as well. What do you want to play? You tell me. You want to play Mystery Bag, Where Am I, or Kazula-Palooza? But I've probably got Hangman as well. I've got all of them. In fact, yeah, I've got all of them. Yeah, thanks, Len. Quite a difficult quiz tonight, I think. Where am I, or Mystery Bag, Mystery Bag, Mystery Bag, Where am I, Kazoo, right, okay, there's quite a lot of votes for Where Am I. Let's get into, let's do some Where Am I first, right? If somebody wants to phone in a little while, we might do some true or false or some dead or alive. I've got loads of games now. I just realised how many different games I've got. Yeah. Where Am I seems popular, so let's get a little Where Am I. In fact, I think I've got one set up and ready. Let me see. Yes, I do. I've just got to remember where it is. Right, yeah, I know where it is. Okay, so... Hello, I'm very large. But don't worry, it won't last long. Here comes... Right. You know the game here. I'm about to show you a bit of Google Street View. Okay, where am I? Is the question. You just got to name the city. All right, and the first person to shout out the answer in the chat will get their name on the wheel. So where am I? Where am I? What's going on here? Look at that building. Has anyone here ever actually designed a building? And how can you design one that looks like that? I mean, there's just nothing going on at all. It's not really architecture at all, is it? It's just a thing. Right, here comes some guesses. All right. LA, no. Tokyo, no. Berlin, no. Is it in the US? Yes, it is in the US. Yeah, you can ask questions. Like Dallas, Houston, Baltimore, Berlin, Philadelphia, Houston, Miami, Austin, Tacoma, Orlando, Philadelphia. All of these are incorrect. I'm reading out all the ones I can see. Mississauga, no. Cleveland, no. Tampa, no. Let's let's go around a bit, see if we can see anything. God, this looks horrible. This looks like a bad place. There's a guy. Let's go and have a look at him. Well, let's get back to your guesses over here. I'm going to have to go up a little. I've missed a load of guesses, so somebody might have got it, but it's the ones I can see. Oklahoma City, no. Detroit, no. Cincinnati, Mississippi. No, that's a state, and it's not in Mississippi State. Boise, Denver, Atlanta. What's that? New York? Nah, it's not New York. It's a lot less sort of east, west, middle. It's kind of somewhere in the middle. East side, but east half of the country. But if it's not on the coast, you'd probably say it's in the middle. Chicago, LA, Denver, New Orleans. No, no, no. Let's leave this guy. I feel like we're intruding. That looks kind of landmarky down there. Let's have a look. What we got? Not much. Well, hang on. What's this? There's some people. Denver, no. New Orleans, Washington, D.C., Minneapolis, Kansas City, San Diego, Newark, Sacramento, Omaha, Kansas, Omaha, Des Moines. No. Tennessee. That's right, but wrong. I need the name of the city. Pittsburgh, Baltimore, Charlotte, Philadelphia. Does the state have the death penalty? God knows. Yeah, I don't know. Little Rock, Florida, Lincoln, Salt Lake City, Carolina, Memphis. No. Hang on. Is it in Tennessee? I'm not sure if it is in Tennessee. There it is. Look, someone's got it. I've got to go up a bit because loads of guesses are coming in. I'm trying to get the first one that I saw, which was Lorna G. It's Nashville. There we go. The home of country music and some pretty depressing architecture as well. There's no one ever on the street in America. There's no... Oh. Click that. Oh, look, I've made a mess of it now. But Nashville is correct. Lorna, you get on the wheel. Lorna G. Excellent. Right, okay. Aye, a bit of a concrete jungle. They just seem to have no personality. I'm sure it's all right if you're there. Maybe I just got a bad run there. Right, I'll do one more. Where am I? I've got loads of them set up. I'm just gonna take it out here while I get set up. Now, where am I? Here they are. Let's not have another American one. Let's go somewhere else. Oh, look, this is a good one. Okay, same applies here. I'm going to need the name of the city. All right. So just give me a second to get this back on. Right. Okay, here we go. So add to the stream. There we go. Yeah. Right. So where are we now? Look, there's the Boom Boom shop, right? And if you zoom out from the Boom Boom shop, it's up on the first floor. What's going on? Where are we? What's the city? Everyone's having a great time. Cutting about. Colourful buses. People climbing over central reservations. Right, you're starting to get some guesses coming in here. Memphis, no, that's from last time. Kathmandu, Calcutta, Bangkok, Phuket, Calcutta. No. Now I'm asking what city, all right? Phuket, Calcutta, Marrakesh, Bangkok is all wrong. They're all on the wrong continent. Mumbai, Delhi, Bangkok, wrong continent. Let's get on the right continent first. Johannesburg is the right continent. Wrong country. Mumbai, Bangkok, Delhi, Dhaka, Siem Reap. Siem Reap. Never heard of that. Sounds great. Kathmandu, Kolkata. Nah, you're all still stuck on Asia. That was before I said. Right, now we're getting some African ones. Sierra Leone. Sierra Leone. It was Glaswegian, didn't it? Sierra Leone. Aye, well, it was my day off. Jakarta, Johannesburg, Phnom Penh, Freetown, no. Chennai, Chittagong, Sudan, no. I think it's getting a little closer, but it's not Sudan. We go along the road a bit. Can we get along the road? Everyone's having a great time. Speaking of Glasgow, this is kind of what Paddy's Market used to be like. Surat, Hanoi, Pune, Delhi, Chennai, Mumbai, Colombo, Addis Ababa. That's a little closer, but not right. We have a correct answer. I'm just going to see if anyone got it higher up the thing here. Oof. Your answer's coming too quickly for me, so I'm going to have to get a different system. Someone has got the right answer, so you can stop guessing. I'm just trying to find who got it first. Let's see. Windhoek, Addis Ababa, Accra, Mogadishu, Douala, Abuja, Accra, Lagos, Laos, Livingstonia, Nairobi. That's it. I make it that Alan Crawford, Mr. C of the Porn Dwarfs, got that first. Nice one, Alan. It is Nairobi. Oh, street life. Nice trucks. What's that? Look, that's like, what is that? Is that a bus or a taxi or what? Hard Knocks. Kicker. Like, maybe I'm glamorizing poverty, but this looks more fun than Nashville. You know, there's a lot going on. Let's go to the Amal Centre. Yeah, all right. Check this out. It's a good bus, isn't it? What does it say? Eastleigh Commuter Services. So that's a local bus. Sweet. Nice one, Alan. Let's look back down the road the way we came from. These buses are superb. I think that's the best thing about this is the buses. Finally got one, says Alan. Yeah, good. Well spotted as well. I don't know if you knew it or whether you were just guessing African cities, but once we established it was Africa. Nice overhead wires. Maybe a little dangerous sometimes. Who knows? Aye. Nah, it's not a car gate. Looks like the Kirkgate 1975. But not after they knocked it down. The Baraka Bazaar. We have got it all. Amazing. The shop that's got it all. Speaking of Leith, that's my favourite shop in Edinburgh. Favourite shop name, down on Great Junction Street. Anything and everything. Superb. Right, where are we? It's 18 minutes past 8. Let's do something different. Let's find someone else to play. What we got? We'll do Mystery Bag. No, we won't do Mystery Bag. Too much chaos. Might do it in a minute. Let's do Kazula Palooza. Come on. Although, I can do Kazula Palooza, but I just need to get the PowerPoint open for it. Okay. So, you know how this works. I'm about to display and share my skill, which is something to behold. In terms of the world's greatest musical instrument, the kazoo. So I want somebody to choose one of the categories from the board over here. And then once we have that, I will find the appropriate beats per minute. I will start up the drum machine. And you try and guess it. Right, the first to shout out is Gary, who's gone for the Pogues. So, I just need to get beats per minute. I think it's about 60. Let's have a look. Oh, yeah, about 60-ish. So let's get this on here. Get the beat going. That's a bit kind of techno, isn't it? Someone else here. That's rubbish as well. About too much here. Right. That's it. Yay, Geraldine's got it. It's the Old Maid Drag. Brilliant song. I saw some of your other guesses there. You're going for Dirty Old Town and Rainy Night in Soho, which is other kind of early Pogues. But it was indeed the Old Maid Drag. Well done, Geraldine. You got yourself on a wheel. Which I'm going to do right now. Get so many windows open now. A little bit confusing here. Yeah, it did sound a little bit like Sweet and Sweet, but Jerry got it as well. That's another good song. Man, you don't meet every day, but it was the Old Maid Drag. Well done to Geraldine. Right, okay. Right, we've had the Pogues, so we'll drop the Pogues. We'll do one more Kazula Palooza. David's jumped in there and he's gone for 80s one-hit wonders. Right, okay. Let me just try and sort out the beat for this one. I've gone and opened this bloody sample library and I don't know how to close it now, and it's making it difficult to navigate around the thing, but you don't need to know about that. Just get on with it, Paul. Let's have a look. Okay, this is 99 beats per minute, so let's put that in there and hit play. Yeah, of course it is. Only you. Brilliant, Graham. Yeah! The Flying Pickets, of course. Their one-hit wonder. I mean, it was also a hit for Yazoo, which is not a one-hit wonder. So that might have been slightly distracting or misleading, but it was a one-hit wonder for the Flying Pickets. So well done to Graham S., who gets his name on the wheel for a second time tonight. Remember the Flying Pickets? The whole of Britain couldn't get enough of that in 1983, I think. All I ever knew, only you. Na-na, na-na-na-na. It was clearly the Flying Pickets version, to be fair. Aye, yeah, right enough. Right, what we got? It's 24 minutes past 8. Got loads of names on the wheel. I think 2 kazoos is probably enough for you. Right. A couple of people were asking for mystery bag. We'll finish off mystery bag. We're not doing any live stuff tonight. Let's do mystery bag. I've got a mystery bag set up here, so check it out. Mystery bag, quite a big bag tonight. Mystery bag. So ask me questions of a yes/no nature, and first person to guess what's in the mystery bag will get their name, their last slot on the wheel. Okay, and then we're going to be spinning the wheel for prizes. Prizes. Okay, I'm just putting the mystery bag over there, laying it down. Right, let's have a look, see what you got. Is it a coconut? Straight in there, says Gary. You know, let's not ask questions. Just let's say coconut. It might be a coconut. No, it's not a coconut. It's not broccoli. It's not a quiz-themed lump of uranium. It's not edible. Is it Brian Blessed? No. Is it edible? No. Is it olives? No. Is it bigger or smaller than your fist? It's bigger than my fist. Wheel of cheese? No. Olives? No. Mint matchsticks? No, but that's a good idea. What time's the shop shut? Nah, Joe's shop shuts at 8. So I can't just nip out after this and get mint matchsticks. I'd have to go all the way to Grant Road. Is it as big as your head? In one dimension, I think, yes, but not in all directions. My head is bigger than the object overall. Yo-yo, no. Pitch blend, no. Plastic, no, it's not made out of plastic. It's not an alarm clock, it's not a hat, not football. It's not grapefruit, not matchsticks, not football. It's not melon or a cricket ball. It is flammable, yes. You could destroy it with a lighter pretty quickly. Is it a candle? No. That'd take hours. Now, you could destroy this within about, I don't know, 3 or 4 minutes, I reckon. Maybe a little longer with fire. Depends how intense the fire is, obviously. A plate? No. Football? No. A book? Yes, it is a type of book. I need to know what book I've got in there. Is it wooden? Ultimately, books derive from wood, so yes, I suppose so. Ping pong bat? No, it's a type of book. What kind of book are we doing? Comic. No, it's not a comic. Kitchen roll, notebook. No, it's bigger than a notebook. Smaller than an atlas, but it is a dictionary. Now, Gary, were you the first one to get that? Or did someone else get that before you? I think you were first. Oh, Alison was only 2 comments behind you, but you were ahead of her. Tate was right behind you with a thesaurus, which isn't quite right. But it is the Bible. It's not the Bible. Louisa was nearly in there with the Bible, but it's dictionary. Dictionary is correct. There it is. English, mother tongue. Queen's English, proper language for patriots and residents. Right, well done to Gary. You get the last slot on the wheel. Right, let's spin that wheel. Let's get some prizes out there. Now, I think you got on the wheel early doors, so there's lots and lots and lots of people on the wheel tonight. Let's get the wheel on and see how that's going. So we go here, and we click this, and it should just appear, boom, like that. Right, that's the bottom of the situation. And if I just go up here, but here, hey, then we see the actual wheel. Okay, I'll shrink it a little bit so that we can get it all in view. Right, loads of people on the wheel. David says, do I not get on the wheel for naming the Flying Pickets' other song, When You're Young and in Love? And as that is technically 2 hits. That's a bold play, Mr. Scanlon. Let me just have a quick look at my go-to site for determining the validity of chart music-based claims. Yeah, When You're Young and in Love, it got to number 7. So that's very much a hit. I was expecting to see that it got to number 22 or something like that. But 7, yeah, all right. Yeah, okay. Put you on the wheel as well, Mr. Scanlon. See how soft I can be some nights? There we go. You're on the wheel. It's as simple as that. Right, okay, so Alan, Lorna, Graham, Colin, James, Robin, Michael, Jonathan, Gary, Jonathan, Val, Gary, Noodle Doodles, Mr. Scanlon, Gary, Graham S, Geraldine, and Alan. That's all the way around the wheel. Let's spin and get some winners. Aye, yeah, we're noodle, not noddle. Aye, noddle doodles. Aye, all right. Blimey. You know, I've got to like run about 9 different windows on this computer. Ask questions, look at your stuff, and type stuff in. I do all right, considering. So there we go. We fixed noodle doodles. But it is important to get people's names right. It's not a chore to get people's names right because people like to get their names right. So no problem. All I needed was the love you gave. When You're Young and in Love's a good song, actually. Right. Right, prizes. I better get some prizes. Right, the first prize tonight is we'll start simple. We'll start off with a £100,000 scratch card, which I'm trying to find any line about just to show you, but I can't. Oh, there's one. My desk is a farrago of delights, but there we go. £100,000. Here comes the first spin of the wheel tonight. Listen out for the computer lady reading out the winner's voice, because that's a wee highlight. So here we go. Good luck to everybody on the wheel. Here we go. Round and round it spins. I'm fat these days and I used to be thin. Michael, Robin, James, Colin, Graham, Lorna, Alan. Is it going to go to
Alan Crawford.
Alan Crawford. Says the slightly uptight American computer lady. Alan Crawford. Yeah! Well done, Alan. You win £100,000, almost certainly. There's probably no way that won't be a winner. That's almost definitely certain to be likely to be quite lucrative. Okay, second prize tonight is a real jumble of prizes, right? This is, get this. This is what happens when you've run out of most of the good prizes. Look, it's Friday. No, I can't do that. I'm going to make it a jumble of prizes, but with one good prize included, right? So here's the jumble of prizes. First of all, a Eurovision Song Contest fan, and I know that I'm a Eurovision Song Contest fan, but I'm talking about this one here, right? It's from Tel Aviv, 2019, right? Put your politics to the side. It's just a souvenir. Also, a packet of Victoria sponge cake mix, so you can make a cake. And this is the one that will get you going. Shark mug. It's a shark mug. Yes. When it's cold, it's just a picture. Look, I need to do this bigger so you can see. Cold and hot. When it's cold, there's a swimmer there. Everything's fine. You put hot water in it, and then a sharky shark appears. There he is. Shark mug. So this is a tremendous prize here. Take what a prize. Right, good. Right, I've got you excited. OMG, I want it. What a prize. Right, okay. Here we go. Here comes the spin. So this is for the shark mug, the cake mix, and the fan. Robin, James, Colin, Graham. Is it going to go all the way, Lorna? Graham S. Yay! Ooh, I spoke over her. I tried to avoid doing that. Well done, Graham. I can't remember if you won a prize before, Graham, so you have to send me your address. All right, do that on Facebook so I can send you this ridiculous range of prizes. Shark, cake, fan. I'm just writing that down so I know what to post you. Okay, and the final prize tonight. Still don't have a sponsor for Friday. No booze prize tonight, so I'm sponsoring the prize. The prizes tonight. We have Baw Jaws, which is created by me. It's fridge poetry, but very, very, very rude. All right, and quite Scottish. Okay, it's called Baw Jaws. I sell that on bawjaws.com if you want to go and buy some for somebody you love for Christmas, or maybe someone you hate. And I'm going to send a packet of Baw Jaws to our next winner, our last winner tonight. Oh, if you've won before, I should have your address, but if you do, you do. Great. I'll have a little look. Right, here we go. Here comes the last winner. This is for Baw Jaws. Gary, Robin, James, Colin, Lorna, Geraldine, Graham S. again, Gary McInnes. What's it going to go? David Scanlon?
David Scanlon.
David Scanlon, who scamlined his way onto the wheel with a little bit of Flying Pickets double trivia right at the end, and he's managed to just sneak in there and achieve Baw Jaws. So that's wonderful. And I think I've got David's address from a previous win, so I will be sending that in the post. I'll do a wee post out tomorrow, actually, because I've got a few orders. So, well done! Yay! I'm going to play some triumphant music. Because it just makes everyone feel happy. Da, 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 da. There we go. Yeah, the wheel's good. Well, hey, nothing like Graham Glory right to death, that's it. Kind of anti-Scottish, isn't it? We got the dirty poetry! Yes! I legitimately trust Jesus. Yeah, there you go. Victory music for all tonight's winners. Well done, everybody. It's all our fix. It's all our fix. It's all our fix. Oh yeah. Hey, that was cool. Look at all the prizes. Fans, shark mugs, cake mix, Victoria sponge, Rogers, and £100,000. Great. You got woken up by that. Everyone's going on about thundersnow today. To be honest, I mean, it woke me up. I remember waking up, going, "Oh, thunder." Fair enough. Went back to sleep. I didn't particularly think I didn't notice it being particularly loud. Just heard it. Went right back to sleep. Completely forgot there'd been any thunder in the night. It was only because everyone was talking about it this morning. But I went, "Oh, right enough. There was thunder last night." So, I don't know. It's slightly overcome. The music's really good. Epic space. Regular. Beware of the thunderstorm. Hit Salamander Street then at the park. What the lightning? You got one of those apps? A friend of mine had one of those apps. No, yeah, he did. He told me about it. I installed it for a while, uninstalled it again because I realised I didn't care. But it was it showed you where the lightning had struck. We live fairly close to Inverleith Park, not super close, but hi. Well, balljaws.com if you want to buy some. It's not expensive for a set of those. £6. That's where you want to be. I need to get some copyright-free music though that can do the same job as the Hitchhiker's Guide. Like tonight, I'll get a copyright sort of strike thing anyway because I was using mainstream music for the music round. I got all this copyright-free stuff. YouTube music. but it's not very exciting. It's all the stuff I downloaded was designed to be not exciting, designed to be background music, or chosen because it's kind of backgroundy. Right, yeah, I'm sure it's the same technology. I mean, it was, do you remember, was it in the summer? Maybe August, something like that. There was loads of lightning one night, absolutely tons of the stuff. Never seen so much. That's when I got that app, and it was good. Sort of hit Granton Road. It's like, yes, it's coming. Right, here's a question. What is the greatest TV theme tune of all time? For anybody who's still here. What is the greatest television theme tune of all time? Then we'll see if we've got it. Is it White Horses? That's a good one. Remember this? These are way too young to remember this. I'm too young. I'm even too young to remember this.
Let me ride away to my world of dreams so far away. Let me run
But I knew some people who were dead into it.
to the sun, to a world my heart can understand. It's a gentle, warm, and
Van der Valk is a good tune.
far away. Stars away.
18. Doctor Who, probably. The Sweeney.
As the day is born,
You know why the Sweeney's good, don't you?
stars are gone, we'll race
Hang
to
on, let's
meet
get it on.
the dawn. So when I can only see the grey of a sad and very lonely
Surely I've got
day,
the Sweeney.
that's when I
You know what? Why not do?
softly sigh on my
The reason that the Sweeney's so good is because you can sing along the title of the theme tune to the instrumental music. The Sweeney, da 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 da. The Sweeney, da 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 da. And that's what makes it a great theme tune. Fresh Prince, yeah. Can you sing along? Do you know all the words? What did I find the other day? I found a mashup. Oh, and I had it on the quiz last week, didn't I? Fresh Prince of Bel-Air and something else. Yeah. Fresh Prince of Bel-Air mixed with Back in Black by AC/DC.
Out of a champagne glass? Is this what the people of Delaware living like? This might be alright. I whistled for a cab and when it came near, the license plate said fresh and it had dice in the mirror. If anything, I could say that this cab was rare, but I thought, man, forget it. Go home to Delaware.
Great. That's all I've got. It's just a little clip of it. The guy's called Ilan Becker, I think, if you want to go and look him up on YouTube. Listen to the whole thing. Greatest TV tunes of all time. Van der Valk is from a different time. It's from the 70s. You just don't get TV tunes like this anymore. It's like proper instrumental music. And the gentleness of it. Just about the melody, you know. This was a hit. This was the thing in the 70s. You used to get a record by a couple and go out and buy instrumentals. Simon Park Orchestra, Simon Day Orchestra, something like that. It's just so damn nice. You don't get stuff like that anymore. It reminds me of another one, actually. This one, Who Pays the Ferryman? Another 70s one. Listen to this. This is great. This is called Who Pays the Ferryman? Great. I think it's about a guy who moves to Greece, an English guy. He fought there in the war, and he goes back to see where he fought. Becomes involved with the locals. Just slaps. A wee bit of bouzouki, you know I like Greek stuff. Anyway, that's enough of that. Right, thanks for doing the quiz, everybody. Thanks for sticking around and giving me your chat and playing the games and all that. Thanks for doing the quiz. I'm looking forward to seeing all your scores when you get them uploaded. If you missed that, by the way, make sure you do get your score uploaded. I'm just going to get the score upload link for you one last time. Like that one. You know what I mean? It's just really beautiful. It's just a light touch. And listen, I don't watch TV these days, but I look up new TV tunes sometimes, and they either seem to be like, there's a lot of detective ones, and they're like heavy and very serious. No, you don't get that. This light, fun, beautiful 70s thing. You know? Probably do, but I'm just not finding it. But that's a cracker. Thanks, Maz. Appreciate it. Thank James. Thank Graham. Well done. You're a winner. You'll get stuff. Pretty sure I haven't lost that bit of paper yet. There it is. Aye. Mug, cake, and fan for you. £100,000 for Alan Crawford. And Bawjaws for Mr. Scanlon. You are the winners, but you're all winners. I'll make up the league table a little bit later on, and I'll see you on Monday, hopefully. If not, next week, if you're just a Friday person. And see you soon. Bye. Good night. Oh. I reckon anybody who stays this long probably does tip anyway, but just in case you're thinking, I like this guy, I want to give him £2, then you can do that. There's the link. Thanks very much. The link for the donation's always in the description underneath anyway. So thanks very much. After about promising to do so 3 or 4 times, I am actually going to shut up now. So good night. Bye.